Hi, Alexis. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
I'm very well. So I had so much fun watching Torn Hearts. I think people are going to really love it. I think they're going to love your performance in it. But for those that don't know, tell them a little about the movie and a little about your character, Lee.
Okay, so Torn Hearts is basically about this country duo, which I am one of said duo, um, who basically go to meet their hero, kind of turned recluse. She's kind of not been in, the mix of things for a while, in hopes of recording a song with her, and things kind of get a little crazy.
Just a little.
Just a
So let's talk about the music in it. That's you actually singing, right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you have such a beautiful voice.
Thank
So
you
what
so
was it like singing with Katey Sagal?
Oh my gosh. I will say, so we the day after my co-star Abby had arrived into town, the next day we ended up recording the first song, which was the opener song. And that was such a cool experience. The night before, we ended up kind of coming together. She came to my hotel room, and we kind of went over the songs and kind of how we wanted to sing it, and the way that we were going to work around each other. So recording that was a lot of fun. And then we ended up performing that first performance, and I ended up kind of singing along with the soundtrack. And I just found out like 20 minutes ago on a call with Bria that she actually used some of my singing in that original one that was pre-recorded, from the microphone, because I was still singing on top of the pre-recorded, and she actually used some of it, which I didn't know, which is so cool. But Abby is an absolute powerhouse singer, and Katey is an absolute powerhouse singer. And hearing them both sing for the first time was definitely it's a little intimidating, just being just paired with these phenomenal singers. I mean, when they open their mouths, I just wanted to like stare in awe. Like I was just like, oh my gosh. And when we recorded one of the final songs where we all sing together, it was jarring just hearing Katey sing for the first time, and how we all kind of melded together as a whole for that song, and the way it came together so hauntingly and beautiful was such a cool experience.
Yeah, I want the soundtrack.
I know. Me
Right.
too.
So I have so many favorite moments from this movie, but I think your fight in the middle of the movie with Abby, I think that takes the cake. Because
Okay.
anyone who's had a close female friend, they get it. They feel it
Yeah.
so much. So what was it like filming that scene?
It was fun, but I will say it was hard because I have nothing but love for Abby. So seeing her in that light and having these moments where I have to be so just angry and animalistic with her, it was weird for me. And it was so funny, like after kind of filming each segment of the fight, like once they stopped rolling, we kind of would look at each other and be like, are you okay, are you okay? um, so it was definitely a lot of fun, and not something I've ever really done before,
Yeah.
which was really cool. And kind of going through the choreography of everything was a lot of fun. But I also was like, I I love Abby. I don't want to be in this situation with her right now. I don't want to hit you or pull your hair or do anything like that. I love you.
So what were some of your favorite scenes to shoot?
And there's so many. I would say probably one of my favorites is when we do the song Go Together, just because it was just such like a raw moment for I think all of us, in that scene. So that was probably one of my favorites. That, and I would also agree with you. The fight scene is just not something I've ever done before, and it was kind of fun just to go through that with Abby, and really get a chance to, excuse my language, but kick some ass.
Yes. Would you want to do an action movie now? You're ready.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Action would be so much fun. And just like I said, going through the choreography, and then the choreographer we worked with, the stunt choreographer, was so much fun. I didn't realize kind of all the techniques and angles and movements that go into that. So that was really cool, and I'd love to do it again on like a really large, grand kind of scheme of that, and of like a full throttle like action film. I think that would be so fun. Yeah.
Yes. So were you a fan of anyone growing up, or even just recently, that you'd love to perform with?
It's interesting. I grew up just absolutely being a massive fan of Jennifer Lopez. I'd love to work with her one day. Just, you know, she's like my Boricua queen. And I'm, you know, half Puerto Rican, so there's that. You know, I grew up watching her with my mom, so she would be just a powerhouse woman to work with. And I love working with women. It's so fun to, you know, the last couple films I've done have been with women directors and you know, women cast, and I've become so close to a lot of the castmates and the directors that I've worked with. So working very close with someone like that would be a lot of fun, and all the more fun that it's a woman.
Mm-hmm. I think you're talking about the half of it, which is so beloved by so many people. I love that you're still close with Leah.
Yeah, she's one of my absolute best friends. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So who have you worked with in the past you'd love to work with again?
I would love to work with Leah. I would love to work with Alice again. I would love to work with Daniel Diemer again. I would love to work with Bria again. I would love to work with Katey again. I would love to work with Abby again. I mean, they have all been just so phenomenal. They give so much. And, you know, our director, Bria, she's such a firecracker badass. She is so much fun to work with. And I would do anything to work with her again. Absolutely.
I love it. So what have you been watching lately that you've been really into?
What have I been watching lately? You know, it's really horrible. I love reality TV. So
Yes?
I've been watching what is it called? The Ultimatum on Netflix.
A lot of people are watching it.
The Ultimatum on Netflix. There's something about just reality TV to me that's just so fun to watch, because you kind of get taken out of, you know, as an actor, I think it's so easy to like watch shows and be like, oh wow, what an interesting choice. Like, oh wow, she's like a phenomenal actress. Like, I wonder what they did to like achieve this shot, you know, where I think reality TV, I can just kind of like take a breath and kind of just like relax and watch them do their thing, you know?
Totally. Well, thank you so much for the art that you bring into the world. I really appreciate it. Thank you for this movie. Can't wait to see what you do next. Thanks, Alexxis.
Thank you so much for watching it and having me today. I hope you have a great day.
Thanks. You too. Bye.